Good night, everyone. Good night, good night, good night. And I know y'all are here because of the topic. The topic is how I spent 84,000. Let's add an next 10 onto that. How I spent 94,000 on an apartment in a space of 10 to 11 years. How I spent 94,000. And at the end of the day, I only renting. I'm not gonna own this place. So why invest all the type of money into an apartment? And at the end of the day, you even ain't gonna own it. You know what I mean? How I spent basically 94,000. And about how much you could basically get a home. I could have gotten me a lot. Probably like 60,000. 60 to 70,000. Another 20 something thousand I gotta use to start building my house. Right on. So when you think about renting an apartment, you rent an apartment for years, at the end of the day, you ain't owning these things. You ain't owning these things. You just renting. And then when you pack up your Georgie bundle and leave, someone else can come here and rent. Right? So all that money, look at the years. I was in this apartment that I'm living in for 10 to 11 years. 10 to 11 years. I've been living in the same apartment. You know? So when you've been living in an apartment for so long, you and your landowners should be cool. They should be lenient with you. Even if you have days when you may be late with the rent, they understand or whatever else. But that ain't the case. The case is being inside a rental for 10 years is a long time. So when you're talking about owning your own home, you could own your own home. Even if you were someone to go to the bank to go get a mortgage or a home at the age of 25, by the age of 35, 25 you get a mortgage, by the age of 35 to 40, you don't pay off your home. You don't pay for your home. Rather than renting. And then the stigma today is we so comfortable in renting an apartment. I told my landlord, I say, when I moved from out here, I moved in my own home. Before I tell him that, but I let the Lord knows. When I move from here, I move in my house. You can't be investing money in rentals, making these people pockets get fatter and fatter and fatter. They making all this money over you. All the money you spend with them. And at the end of the day, you only use you own this. You understand? Every month you gotta make this payment every month. Whether you've been living in the apartment for 20 years now, you can't. 20 years that's a long time. 20 years is a long time. And I've been living in this rental basically 11 years. 10 to 11 years. But it's over 10 years now, so basically 11 years I've been in this rental. Living in this apartment. That's a long time. And you might be like, oh, she's probably an old lady. No, man, I'm still young. When I first came out of school, I was pushed into the world to go find my own place. Why the hell would you be in go find my own place? I was living with my sister. And the first thing was like, oh, you gotta go get an apartment. Really? You won't even give me a chance to get to know the word first. You was trying to push me out there. So anyhow, push come to shove, I was here, I was there, and into my own apartment. So it wasn't long. So I was like, I'm going to school as in my own apartment. So for my move in here, this is where I've been living for 11 years. This is where I've been living. So let me tell you something. When I put my mind to something, I can get it done. If I put my mind to something, I can get it done. It may take me some time. For a little bit of effort, but I can get it done. So let me tell you something. When you're investing in an apartment, you running from this apartment, you running from the next apartment, it don't make sense. All the money I invested, 10, 11 years, I get basically 100 grand sitting up in my bank account right now. All the money I spent on rental, living in this apartment, ain't mine. I ain't gonna own this. I ain't gonna pay for this. Just a rental lease. Every month I gotta pay my monthly rent. Every month I gotta pay my monthly rent. I've been living here long. And I say by a certain age, I gotta be my own home. I can't be feeding up the pockets of someone else. I didn't invest a lot of money in this apartment, and at the end of the day, it ain't mine. It ain't mine. You know, it's not mine, and I'm not gonna own this. You understand? So you have to make the decision yourself to say, you know what? Time for me to get up out of this apartment and move into your own home. You gotta make provision. Put some funds aside here, there, and say, you know what? I gotta move into my home. I gotta move into my home. Wasting that type of money on a rental and it ain't yours don't make sense. Especially when you're living in the Bahamas. You living in the Bahamas? Don't make sense. You get yourself a piece of land or something. You know, but hey, me as an individual, strictly straight out of school, I don't know what a choice are. Been pushed out there into the world. Hurry go find an apartment. So the basic thing is working my 9 to 5, paying my bills, working my 9 to 5, paying my bills, boom. Then now my kid come into the picture. And I working my 9 to 5, taking care of my kid and paying my bills. So I say, you know what? I can't be in here for another 5 years or another. No. Actually 5 years ain't gonna meet me in here. No. I can be inside my own home soon, and all that money that I spent on this apartment, and at the end of the day, that's money going down the drain. So that's $94,000 went down the drain for something that I even go on. It's almost like getting a mortgage for a car that costs $100,000, and at the end of the day, you write it off. But then, if you get a car that costs $100,000 and they get right off, that car must seem comprehensive, so you could be able to get the next one. But then again, those things, cars and stuff, the value of them depreciate every year. The value of them go down. So that ain't nothing for you to be investing no money in. So it's almost like you investing money in a brand new car off the lot that the value depreciate when you rent an apartment and you living in them for years. You're living in something that you ain't gonna own, that you're not gonna own. So let me tell you something. If you've been living in an apartment for 11 years, you do the math of how much you've been spending every month for 11 years in that one apartment. And then do you do the math and look for your paperwork to see if you have any, what you call those things when you own it? Hold on, what the names of, what it is. What they say the bank is hold your, oh, it's a C word. I think it's a C word. When you own your own home, you just have your my goodness, I'm trying to find your conveyors. I think that's what it is. Your conveyors, or something like that. That's the word. It's kind of like the word. When you own your own home, the bank is hold your conveyors for your place. When you own your own home, you have your own conveyors to say, hey, I own this. But what sense it make spending all those money for years and you won't go own it? Child, if I knew what I know now, I basically would have possibly been on my own home. Had I known what I know now. So I ain't wasting no more years to say like that. In the next year or two, I'm looking to be in my house, and I will be in my house. $94,000 or something, and I ain't. You're gonna spend $94,000. Well, people who got the money don't mind spending $94,000 on something that they ain't own. They spend $100 on a week just to run a yacht. But hey, we ain't there yet. But we gonna be there one day. But hey, to be spending $94,000 in the Bahamas, you get a small cost home for that price. I own my own home. That's money right there. I tell an elderly guy, he asked me, say, he been living through my area for 60 years. He asked me how long I've been living through here. I say, for 10, 11 years. He said, what? You could have owned your own home. And he been living through here 60 years. I say, how? When you think about it, that's the truth now. So you feed in the pockets of these people. Yes, some people go on rentals for short term. They rent for a year, 2 years, 3 years, boom, and try to get their own home. Because it don't make sense. It's the same money you use in paying rent could be the same money you use paying a mortgage. Why not? Had I known what I know now, I could have been in my own home. My mortgage could have been paid off. So if you were young, get yourself a mortgage. Get yourself a mortgage. Don't be in an apartment, right? But you've been in an apartment for just so many years. You ain't owning it. You ain't own it, and you won't go own it. The people that own their promises, they own whatever. So you gotta make it your way. Pack your dirty bundle up. Eat your biscuit, eat your crackers, eat your whatever. Take the money, get your down payment to get your house. Get your down payment to get your house. Don't be in no rental. Spend on 94 grand or longer. No. If you've been in the apartment for that long, man, it's time for you to get in your own house. Like I said, had I known what I know now, I'd have been in my house. I'd have been in my house. I would have been in my house. That type of money, my house had been basically paid off. Basically paid off. So let me tell you something. Don't waste that money on rental. If you're in the Bahamas and you're renting, and you've been renting for a long time to go get yourself a mortgage. It's best to go get yourself a mortgage. Every month you're paying this payment out to these landowners, and at the end of the day, you own the place. You own the place. You pumping money into them, but you own the place. And that's the money I spent. And then they have different units, so you can imagine the amount of money they make or they made. And apartments are good investment for person to invest and rent. But if you own your home, it don't make sense to be in these things for decades, for over a decade, and you ain't owning it. Get up out of these apartments, go get yourself a mortgage, own your own home. I'm gonna be in my own home in the next year or two. I can be in my own home. I ain't wasting no more money paying no rent, and I ain't wanting this. I ain't wanting it. Can't leave this behind for my kid. No, or my children to come, because it ain't mine. So I own it. Don't waste your time spending those type of money on no rental. Get yourself in your own home. If you gotta eat crackers, eat cheese and crackers and bread and salami until you get in your house, do it. Do it. Anyways, if this video was helpful, if you like this video, please don't forget to hit the subscription button, subscribe. Help me grow this channel. Okay? Help me grow this channel. Let's go together. Thanks for tuning in.